Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, members of the Cabinet, Mr. Chief Justice, and members of the Supreme Court, distinguished guests, and my fellow Floridians. First off, thank everybody for coming. There are so many people that have been part of my life. Can't say more about that. Okay, so we gathered, distinguished guests, my fellow Floridians, we gathered today to talk about Florida's future, to assess where we are, to define where we want to go, and to plan how to get there. Clear goals and hard work can achieve amazing things. The giant oak trees that surround us here are what they are because they had a plan. Once we take the right steps, I am absolutely convinced that Florida will become the most exciting place in the world to live and work. Let's begin by facing squarely the challenge of our time, a stalled economy. This morning, more than 1 million Floridians got out of bed and faced another day of unemployment. For months, they searched for work. They fill out applications. They beg for interviews. They face rejection after rejection. Many people who once earned a good living on a construction site, when the economy stalled, buildings stopped, and they found themselves with skills but no degree and absolutely no job. Some are young adults who got a degree and were eager to get started on their lives, but they couldn't find a job, and they've had to move back home. Others are middle-aged adults who had been steadily employed for years and then lost their jobs almost overnight. Unemployed parents struggle to put on a brave face for their children, but it's hard to hide the fact the wolf is at the door. For all the unemployed, life without a paycheck is a desperate daily scramble to provide the basics. I've been a child in a home like that. My father was often laid off. My mother took an ironing just so we could have food on the table. I have a clear memory of their fear and uncertainty as they struggled to provide for 5 kids. So for me, job creation is an absolute mission. My personal memories fortify my commitment to this mission. There are millions of families across Florida whose future depends on the steps we take to create jobs. America was built on the promise that anyone could succeed who is willing to work hard. But when an economy falters and jobs disappear, that American promise seems hollow. Left uncorrected, high unemployment creates a spiral down into hopelessness. We will not let that happen in Florida.